So the system we're looking at is no system. See? Take away all the systems. Take away all the beliefs. Bodhidharma says, he says, who are you? He says, I don't know. And he walks away. Alice says to the Cheshire Cat, where do I go from here? This is not exactly quoted right. The Cheshire Cat says that depends entirely on where you want to get. Meaning there's no rules about where to go from here. Depends on where you want to get. She says, well, I just want to get somewhere. He says, just keep walking, you're bound to get somewhere. So, Bodhidharma leaves. I don't know. The emperor did not understand his answer. And he leaves. And he crosses the Yangtze River. And later, the emperor brings this up to Master Chi and asked him about it. Master Chi asked, does your Majesty know who this man is? The emperor said, I don't know. Master Chi said, he is the Mahasattva Avalokitesvara transmitting the Buddha mind seal. Okay. So years later, we're going back to track one, the World Chess Championship is on, and I'm playing on a team in upstate New York, and it's a team that plays various, like IBM had a team, and we had a team, this is Woodstock, New York, and then the state workers had a team. We played this chess league, and the World Championships on TV, and we met this guy Ken. I don't even remember his last name, but he's what they call grandmaster, a really great player, and he's going to be on TV talking about this stuff. It's a little like Alice in Wonderland, though, because Ken used a lot of recreational drugs, and when he was on TV, we were watching him commenting. His comments were brilliant, but he was looped. It was a little like Alice in Wonderland. Here's this guy, commenting on this intense analysis, and he's kind of loopy up there, and nobody's noticing except us. But he was brilliant. And I got into a conversation with him, he'd play with me, and he beat me badly. And one day he said to me, the whole problem with your game is that you're trying to win. So don't try. That was good. That was almost like mine. Don't try to win. Simply let the board tell you how to move. Don't fight the game. Don't fight the thing. Let the board suggest to you how to move. Don't try to beat anyone. And I was young, I'd never had an idea like that before. That I'm not going to try to solve the problems on the board, but rather listen to the problems on the board. Now when you're a fixer, when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Every problem looks like a nail. The bad news is we're not building anything. What do we need a hammer and nails for? So we're always solving, trying to solve. So he leaves. And his attendant, it's basically the emperor's attendant, asks, who was that masked man? He just left. And he says, to make the English version, he was the essence of compassion incarnate. Okay. Who is the essence of compassion incarnate? See, it sounds very fancy. It sounds like this God just visited him and then he upset him, but he said he was no one. So what does that mean, huh? Put it together. No one is the essence of compassion incarnate. The no one in you. We're talking about you. The no one. The one that's not anyone is the one that can exhibit kindness and compassion. Why? Because you're not so busy worrying about yourself. So if a leaf comes in front of you, you see a leaf. And guess what? If a person comes in front of you, you see a person. So this is very different than we think of any teaching, including Buddhism. We think that, gee, the compassion incarnate would be like somebody who was like a nice person. See, and that's another, the whole solution is that we're all going to become nice people and be nice. That isn't working. It's not a bad solution, it just isn't working, see. So what is this solution? That we forget all our ideas about solutions. And he's saying, when we forget all our ideas about solutions, when we forget who we are, when we no longer hold on to any concepts about reality, that very person is the awakened one. Wow, it's different, huh? See, you didn't find out anything, you didn't take a course, you didn't get a diploma, you didn't do anything like that, you didn't discover the secret of life. And Bodhidharma is saying the secret of life is there are no secrets, there isn't even life. No secrets, no life, no nothing. As we chant in many of the Buddhist centers in the morning, no eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, no color, sound, smell, taste, touch, phenomena, no realm of sight, no realm of consciousness, no ignorance, no end to ignorance, no old age and death, no end to old age and death, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no extinguishing. And the last thing we get to is, therefore, no fear. You know, because our ideas about our life in the world are scaring the shit out of us. And think about it, how valuable our ideas are. Okay, what do we know for sure? We know that to die is going to be terrible. Or to be sick. It's not going to be wonderful. What do we know? We know we'll be sad. Do we know what being sad is? See, do we know all that is bad? All the bad side of life is bad. All the good side of life is good. What do we know? So then, I don't need to read this part, the emperor says, oh, that was the, the compassion incarnate. Go get him, bring him back. And his attendant says, even if all the people in China went after him, you couldn't bring him back. Now this is a deep answer there, and this is what it means. That's what he's pointing at. The person that is no person, that doesn't know, that has no idea, stops being this. It becomes the mind itself, mind that encompasses everything. Your mind encompasses everything, everything. There's nothing that you are aware of that is outside your mind. So your mind is boundless, limitless, not any size, not any color, encompasses the whole of reality, right? There's no reality aside from your mind as you experience it. So when he says to him, go get him back, for that mind there's no going or leaving or front or back or anything like that. You can't get him back. He's not here, he's not there. Neither are you. Right? Neither are you in your deepest part. Now this is the good news, okay? Every single one of you, no matter how short, tall, stupid, old, young, male, female, has that is your deepest core. All we have to do is get rid of all the crap on top of that. Stop thinking we know things. Stop believing we're right. Stop looking for solutions, and you're back there to your, we call it original nature. The original nature. Sometimes all you have to do is be really honest with yourself. Say, hey, do I really know that? What do I really know? What do I mean by know? No is just a series of ideas running through your mind.